and welcome to Quick Tips for Preschool. Today's quick tip is all about the importance of teaching your child to use scissors. A lot of parents get nervous about teaching their child to use scissors, but if you have age-appropriate scissors and you teach them how to use them safely, there's no reason why they can't be an awesome tool for your child to use in the home. There's several reasons why using scissors at a young age is really important. First of all, it increases your fine motor skills by building up the muscles in your hands that are needed to open and close the scissors. These muscles are very important to build up so that when your child goes to use a pencil or a crayon or to draw or write, they have strong hand muscles. And using scissors is a great way to build those muscles. Another thing that scissors do is help your child develop coordination, both hand-eye coordination and bilateral coordination. With bilateral coordination, you're using both sides of your body, which engages both sides of your brain. So something simple like cutting is actually using both sides of your body because you're holding your paper with one hand and you're manipulating your scissors with the other. As you're cutting, you're also using your vision to tell yourself where to put your scissors and how to safely use them. So you're using your hand-eye coordination and you're using your bilateral coordination by using both sides of your body. So this is a great way for your child to build up those coordinations. One thing that I like to do with kids is to let them explore with scissors with, of course, very, very close supervision. So before you tell them exactly how to hold the scissors, you would want to, first of all, provide them with age-appropriate scissors. You do not want them to be using scissors that are really sharp, like kitchen scissors, or scissors that are pointy at the end. These children's scissors are awesome because they have a rounded edge and they're not super sharp, so that if a child were to accidentally get their finger, the chances of them cutting themselves is much smaller than with kitchen scissors. So first of all, make sure you're using appropriate scissors. Under no circumstances should a child be left with really sharp scissors. Another thing I like to do is let them experiment with the scissors as to what feels comfortable. So instead of telling them exactly how to use them, I like them to try out different ways to hold the scissors, and usually they will be able to identify with what feels comfortable and what does not feel comfortable. And if it feels comfortable, then they're probably using them correctly. A very common thing that I see in the classroom is when a child will try to hold the scissors like this with their thumb down and their fingers up towards the ceiling and try to cut something. And of course, that's really awkward and uncomfortable. And so I will just say to the child, does that feel right? And usually the answer is no. And I say, all right, well, let's try something else. If they really can't get it, the one thing that I can say to remind them is thumbs up. So to remember to keep your thumb facing the ceiling. A great way to practice scissors and your coordinations is to draw lines on a piece of paper. Really, really simple. It requires practically no materials, just some type of marker and a paper, and of course your age-appropriate scissors. And have your child work on cutting the lines. So what they're going to want to do is, or what you're going to want to have them do, is to start with more simple lines and work your way up to more complex lines. One thing to note is that many children will start cutting and then take their scissors out and not know what to do, and they have a really hard time getting their scissors back in to where they were cutting. So when your child is cutting the paper, it's really great to try to teach them to keep their scissors in the line and just keep moving it forward, because if not, they tend to have a really hard time getting back on track. So that's just a little tip for someone who has helped a lot of children learn how to use scissors. So scissor use is awesome. I highly recommend it. It's a great skill for your children to develop before they get into kindergarten. A lot of the activities, the worksheets that I have created have sections where they have to cut off pictures to glue somewhere else. And although there are other skills they're practicing there, one of the biggest things that I want them to practice is using the scissors. So that's a great opportunity for them as well to get some practice in. All right, good luck and have fun with those scissors.